No, this is in my brain, and I keep trying to push it out because I'm sick and tired of all the Karmelo Anthony shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sick and tired of it.
He's sick and tired. He don't like what...
No, I'm sick of it, man. But we're talking about rallying, and this keeps popping in my mind.
Oh, yes. The rallying.
So here we go. Here's what's annoying me about all of this, right? Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf, both football players, right? And they're both really good football players in Texas, where they were from in that area. Both really good football players. You can look online, find their stats. Austin Metcalf was a linebacker. The last season that he had in football, 10 tackles a game.
Jesus.
He's good.
That's great.
He's you know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
Dude, Karmelo Anthony was a defensive back, and he had like 4.1 tackles a game.
Now, did he declare defensive back?
No,
he declared
self-defensive back. Yes. Yes, I believe he did.
No. A young man is dead.
A young man is dead. It sucks.
A young man is dead.
That sucks.
It is a tragedy.
It's a tragedy.
Very, very, very much so.
And we're going to have to say that multiple times through what I have to say.
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
Because here's the deal. They list these guys as like, football standouts and track standouts and stuff. And I was pretty impressed with that when I heard that they were track standout.
Yeah.
So obviously I go and check their stats.
Of course you do.
Because I need to know. I'm a track guy. Track through and through. I bleed track.
He's got it.
Dog, Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf sucked at track. They were ass at track. Like, how dare you call them track standouts? That is so dismissive of track. I'm so sick of that shit, man. Because anytime somebody just participates in track, all of a sudden they're a track star. They just get the label of track star.
I'm sorry, Sidney. No one gives a shit about track, dude.
Dude, that's the part that pisses me off. So much so. You can just say in the news, they participated in track.
You could have said, you could have just said student athletes.
That's
it. You didn't need to go and
include the football. They both kick ass at football.
Yeah, sure.
Include the football. But don't include track.
No.
They're barely on the team.
It happened at a track meet.
They suck. Let me tell you how bad these motherfuckers suck. Dog. Karmelo Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
He ran so they both had 100 times in their stats.
Sure.
It seems as though Austin Metcalf was more of a thrower for the track team.
Okay.
But here's the deal. Karmelo Anthony's 100 time in Texas, by the way, calling this motherfucker a track standout. His 100 time in Texas, 12.38.
Is that bad?
Dog, horrific. It is horrific. It's so bad that I'm like, how the hell did he make 4 tackles a game? That's crazy. That's almost more impressive. That almost speaks to the fact that he's more impressive at football. He's just really good at like cutting off angles and like seeing stuff ahead of time. Kinda. Usually he can see the play happening before it happens. Usually. I would have to assume it's one of his skills.
Yeah, I mean.
Right?
Yeah.
Dog. Austin Metcalf had 100 time listed. It was so slow that in the world of track, it is considered rude to commit his time to memory. That's how bad it was. Like 12.4 for a dude, 12.4 is if you remember a guy's time slower than 12.4, you're just being a dick.
You're just being a butthole.
Dude, 12.38 is also kind of like, you can still make fun of him for that, but it's like, you're getting close to the line. It's like almost like you're kind of getting into.
Yeah.
Let me put it to you this way: Texas is one of the best. Dog, Texas is one of the best sprint areas for high school track. Because it would be like, dude, if Karmelo Anthony ran his best time in the girls' district meet for the meet that because they were at a district meet when this happened. It was the first day of a district meet. They had to postpone it and run it like 2 weeks or a week later.
Sure.
Right? Same meet. After a tragedy, if he would have competed in the girls' 100-meter dash for his district, he would have gotten 5th with his best time.
It wouldn't even matter if he was Karmelo.
Dude.
Man.
Let him run. Let him run. It doesn't matter when they suck that bad. Let him her run or whatever they want to be.
Whatever they
let them do it.
Let it go.
Dude, they sucked. So here's what bothers me the most about it, because we're not being honest about all of this. So there are archetypes. When you're on a track team and you suck, it depends on whether or not you're actually good at another sport. So they're good at another sport.
All right.
They suck at track. Track's obviously not their sport. So when you're really good at a sport like football or basketball, and then you do track and you suck, you defer to like your personality that is on the team you're good at.
Okay.
Even though you can't be the team captain because you're not good enough,
Sure.
you still kind of take on whatever, you take your role, right?
Yeah.
So Karmelo Anthony was obviously a little bit of a shit talker, right? So as a person who sucks at track, now he's the dude that sucks. He's good at football, but sucks. He needs to let people know that he's still the man, but he's a shit talker. Austin Metcalf was an enforcer type guy. Like, I'm looking out for my team. I'm the team guy. We had one of those.
He's
on our team.
rallying.
They would both be ralliers in very different ways. They're both ralliers.
One's rallier with a hard R.
That's Austin.
Oh, it is definitely Austin.
Karmelo is a rallier. He's a rallier. Definitely with the soft A, right? Definitely, right? So now you have that. So those two archetypes, that's what collided. It was the shit talker.
Yeah.
Right? Because typically when you're the shit talker, you're good at another sport, but you're the shit talker on track, you don't let things cross the line because you still have stuff to lose. He was a 4.0 GPA student. He was a football standout, 4.1 tackles a game as a defensive back. He was going to at least a college.
At least a college.
At least a college. So he had something. People typically don't actually make things physical. You just talk a bunch of shit. But that's what happened. Those two archetypes of people that sucked that track, that had to lean hard into their personality so they can get the same type of recognition in the sport they sucked at as they do the sport they're good at, those two archetypes collided in a way that ended up with another person deceased.
Sure.
Which, again, sucks that a person died.
It
It
terrible.
sucks. And it's, again, another reason why I'm not going to say Austin Metcalf's 100 time, because it's already rude enough to speak of somebody's 100 time if it's that slow. If they are alive, I will not speak ill of the dead that way. I'm not going to say.
Don't you dare put me in that position.
They sucked,
How
man.
dare you?
They sucked. And it was just that. It was those two archetypes, and nobody's being honest about it. It's not a racial thing. Yes, can you say there's a racial component? There are people that are this, and their color, their ethnicity, really just speaks to the flavor of their archetype.
Sure.
Right? Because, like, the shit-talking douchebag that is white does it with a little bit of a different twang than the shit-talking douchebag that is black. The enforcer that is black does it a little bit differently than the enforcer that is white. Didn't really matter what colors they were. It was those two archetypes that collided. That's why two young men had their lives basically ruined.
You know? And what would you say would be the proper way to resolve those things?
What do you mean by resolve?
By resolve, if they were colliding, what would be the proper way to resolve it with?
Dog, somebody like me who is actually a decent track athlete. I was a good track athlete in high school.
Both of you shut up.
That's what they're supposed to do. And it doesn't matter what team they're from. Anybody's star track athlete from any team had the authority to be like, you both suck, shut the fuck up. Sit down, both of you. You both suck. Neither one of you have no sway here.
Yeah.
You don't got the answer, Sway.
What you needed was somebody like me, like, yo, track's gay. Just running is gay.
But that's what they were.
Talking about.
That's what they were. They were like, they were already that. Do you see what I'm saying? Because they don't take track serious. They fucking suck.
Yeah.
They don't love track. They're the people that are already, dude. They're the already people that's like, track's gay, but I do it to be on a team and hang out with people and you know, talk a little shit, be a little bit of enforcer. Like, look out, like that's all they're doing. They fucking sucked.